we're almost ready to get underway here, and it's going to be Hardeep Singh to get us underway in match number 4. And once again, starting in classic European cricket fashion, starts off with a wide. And this is Fuller. There's a misfielder. That's not what you want to see early on. So that's going to trickle away towards the boundary, and it's going to be the first boundary. Need to get underway again here. This is short, and this time it's going to split the fielders, and that's going to run away. It's going to be another boundary. And again, down the leg side, but that's really good work by the man. He's almost in as a backstop, really, because Hardeep Singh. And this is a bit of an inside edge, and that's going to run away. Foot fielding doesn't prevail, and it's another boundary. This is Fuller, and that's a lovely drive. He's going to do well to cut that off. And he gets there again, but it's one more example of some poor ground fielding as it goes through the legs once again. That's an outstanding delivery. But it's one of those deliveries that it's so good. This goes big, into out. That's going to be 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and trickles over the boundary. Oh, this is full, and this is going to take some cutting off. And that's a real shame. It goes again, and once again the umpire has to fly out the way. And there's a bit of a smile, but it's another boundary. And again, splits through, but he does well, gets something behind it. I think that's Rana down there. Oh, and that's leg side. There's a man there, and he's picked him straight out, and he has to go. And that man, Kokar, has to go. 22 off of 18, as he couldn't have picked the man out any better. And the gamblers fall to 66 for 1. That total of 120, 130. It's leg side, and this time on the sweep, and there's no fielder there, so he gets off. There's a big appeal. Conrad turns it down straight away, and it's a shot at the stump, and if it was a direct hit, he would have been miles away. Now, I think the only thing that's saving the batsman there is that it's pitched outside leg, and that's where you just have to question. Oh, and that's a lovely shot, and he just ran it down to the boundary for another boundary. Well, he's got this one all wrong. It's going to take some catching, and it's a good catch by the wicketkeeper, Roshan Singh. He's deserved that catch under his name. He's kept outstandingly well over the last game and a half. And Tapa gets the breakthrough, and it's Ankush Kumar again, has to go early. And this has gone high again, but I think it's going to run over, and I think it's going to go all the way, and it has. So it's off the bat, and it's gone all the way, and it's another boundary. Oh, this is a huge hit, and that's going to go all the way. That's an absolutely extravagant drive over the covers, and it's a maximum 6 carreras here in Portugal. And the set batsman's not going to miss out on a full toss like that. That just streaks over the boundary, and it's another 6. So 2 maximums off this over. Looking like an expensive one now. That's 15 off of the over so far. It's a slot delivery, but he's picked out the man, and he takes the catch. So he has to go. Golia looking to be a bit of the aggressor here, but he has to fall for 39 off of 26 deliveries. But it's a good catch in the deep. This is full. It's a big shout, and it's been given. Swiping across the line. Didn't look like there was much wrong from my point of view. We'll have another look. But he has to go, does Cambodge. And that's a golden duck. Takes a walk down. There's a missed stumping opportunity, but it could be close here. Oh, it wasn't far away from a direct hit. Hardeep Singh, take another look here on strike. Misses it completely. And honestly, that throw was whiskers away from the stumps. Advances, and this is huge into the leg side, and that is going to be 6 corridas here in Portugal. And what a way to finish the innings with one of the biggest 6s we've had tonight. And there's some locals there. We go and try and find where that ball's gone, but don't stress, as that was the final delivery, and that means that Gamblers, they finish on 107 for 4 off of their 10 overs. And he starts off with a wide delivery, and Kuldeep Golia Takes that one one-handedly. Oh, and that's textbook. Textbook Suman Gimidi. Goes inside out and clips this over through extra cover, and it runs away for the first boundary. And what a way to do it. It's a maximum. That just comes off right off of a length, and I think he's got a bit of bad on this as well, and he has. And it's going to be another boundary, so another 4 runs. Losing any visibility. And this time, punishes the short ball. He's had enough of waiting. And it goes all the way through for another boundary. So the second boundary in the over. Oh, that's an absolutely extravagant shot over the covers. And it runs into the banner, and it's another boundary. And again, we'll talk about copy-paste. That is the exact same shot that we've just seen. Fuller, and this time goes behind square, and it runs away for yet another boundary. Short, and again, isn't going to miss out. This time it's not a 4, it's a cut shot all the way for Seis Corridas here in Portugal. This is short, and he doesn't miss out on this one. Has that cleared the stand? And I think it has. It's gone all the way, and it's Seis Corridas here in Portugal. And he's got it. That's the breakthrough that they needed, and it's the man that's been motoring away. And it's Mayank Darji, and he has to go as Ankush Kumar makes the breakthrough. And the partnership is broken at 55, and Gorka 11 a 55 for 1. To get the batsman out of Darji. But this time it's over, and over, and over, and it's still going. And it's over the infield, and it's gone all the way for another Seis Corridas here in Portugal. Gimini motoring along now, taking over. There's an appeal, and he's gone! It's the big wicket that the Gamblers needed. And Gamblers SC has the breakthrough, and Suman Gimini has to go 24 off of 13 for him. And Jay Prakash gets the huge wicket. And Gorka 11 now 63 for 2. For Marlowe. It goes big into the leg side, and he's got all of this. He's dragged that from wide outside off, and it's going to go all the way again for Seis Corridas here in Portugal. Oh, and that edge is going to help a lot, as that's going to race away. It's a fine nick, and it's going to go all the way. It's going to be another boundary. Pulled into the leg side, and it's going to be 1 bounce, 4 runs, and that's helpful runs. And it's gone high. And he takes the catch. That's a huge, huge change in this game. And Ratul has to go. It's not the wicket that he would have wanted, but it's a dot ball nonetheless. And he has to go, and that means that Gorka 11 are now 83 for 3. And that's certainly going to help the cause. That's going to run away. And I do field it. And it's another boundary. And that is certainly going to help the cause. They're going to want a couple more of those. And he goes again, but this time it's high. And he takes the catch. So the maximum goes. And then Singh has to go at the next ball. What a game we have on our hands here. Well, that's certainly going to help proceedings. He's bowled a short ball, and it's gone the distance. And if you're the Gamblers SC captain right now, you've got questions to ask. Short boundaries on the leg side. It's short, and it's into the leg side. And once again, well, that's out of here, and that's Seis Corridas, and that ties the scores. And the wait for a golden ball continues. And Raul Kumar has taken this game away from Gamblers once again. And it goes up. They all converge. Oh, and it's all happening. And wow, what a way to gain victory here. There were 4 of them trying to converge to get the victory and to take the catch. However, you can see there all 4 of them coming in at all at different angles, and then they all just had a moment and looked at each other, and nothing came from it. But that brings us to the end, and Gorka 11 have taken 2 from 2, and in match number 4, Gorka 11 have beaten Gamblers SC by 6 wickets.